I've only really been stirring the pot in the east, not the west. So, not guilty. Alright, Scotland, it's time to die. Do you have any forts that you're not paying for? Okay, let me change the question. Do you have any forts? Well, this is going to be embarrassingly easy. Hopefully. I mean, I've had that thrown in my face before. We're taking Sutherland. We might take Orkney. But what we do know is that we're certainly taking Scotland. Friesland Dishonor, of course they would. All part of my cunning plan. Wow, you call that an army? And it's probably all overseas because they're fighting in the New World, so this should be taking candy for some really scruffy, bearded, red-headed babies. Sadly, they got a lot of units there. Unfortunately, I have a ton of maneuvers, so too bad for you, Scots. The victory is mine. We'll take Sutherland in a heartbeat, means I don't have to unload, I can just stroll on in. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Well, this is why they're failing at overseas war, clearly. Scottish conquest of Muncie, and they're not able to do it. Alright. Just gonna land in Sutherland. That's why it's called Sutherland. And I guess take out their navy with our mighty transports. Lose 1400 ducat? No. Lose gain 3 inflation? Also no. But slightly less no. Our reliance on gold barely exists, so it's not a bad thing entirely. Prepare to be what we call scuppered, Scotland. Also prepare to be integrated. Lots of people need to prepare for lots of things right now. I want Tula, it's 11, delicious development. And when I'm fighting you, I might finally take what I want off of the Great Horde. But I'm tempted to keep them as a pet, but having a Horde as a pet, don't do it. Hordes, more so than most others, are there for very quick and slick annexation. There's also no point in me fighting those Scots, as far as I can see. I should just take this stuff right here, right now. I mean, what's that army really going to offer up against me? Oh, don't be like that, Scotland. You wanted to build all the universities and manufactories you wanted to buy? Well, no, I didn't manage to build all the ones that I wanted to. I mean, manufactories are really expensive, but I still want more of them, don't I? Weapons ones are usually the best. Oh, baby, are they the best. Are you in the Crimea node or the not Crimea node? Kiev node's good, because we drink that milkshake. All just flooding into Novgorod where we make bank. I mean, bank for me. I'm not usually the banky maker. Other than that, salt is good, cloth is great. Forget that one though. Furs are amazing. I still want both of these. Ah, hold on, they go into the White Sea. Sod the White Sea, that stuff just dribbles away. I hope I didn't actually end up building these manufactories. Oh, I ended up building one of them. Oops. Well, what you gonna do? We already have a bunch of them. And if anything, I should be looking towards places where the workshops are going to make me the boon dollar. Looks good to me. Aberdeenshire is down. My home. Let's see, my home will be right about here. Because it's easier than admitting it's right about here. So once the Scots lose their capital, I wonder if they'll just give it all up easily, or if they're gonna need a convincing. Doesn't look like they need much convincing, although I am taking their money. I hope they don't mind that too much. I almost feel bad for this. They must have some overseas stuff. But that's where they're going to be from now on. I'm doing them a favour. Having a New World capital is worth so much, so be grateful, you filthy Scots. I'm not being that nasty. Barely any losses to ourselves. All of this land. Plenty to core mined, but that's why we have efficiency. Just a shame that I can't state a lot of it. So hang around there in Fife, because this could get ugly for a little bit. Because the English are certainly not going to be happy with that. And I have no fortification here. It's kind of tempting to build one in Inverness, just in case the English come knocking. Who would join me in such a fight? The Scottish now exiled in the New World. Yeah, they are, and I don't even know where. They're there somewhere. We could probably look for it by culture. Where's the Scottish? Okay, they're here. Plenty of English, but I mean, come on. The English turned on the super hacks to take down France in this game. So that was laughably easy. Who's next? Well, speaking of laughable, Muscovy's got to go down. There's a troubling thing here, though. I mean, I only want this Russian land here. I don't even want this sap me. There's probably enough Russian land to go around, but the question of Perm exists. I would quite like to spit out Perm as a march, and just keep them as a perma-pet. I mean, I would have no problem with them going down into the Kazani lands as well, because I mean, I just don't want that. Well, okay, Kazan is a wonderful province, but it's not part of our goal here. Let's not go super blob just because we can. Can't really see a difference colour-wise now that Scotland is conquered. That's part of the point. Rostovian Britain's looking good. Actually, isn't Scotland... well, Scotland still exists, good on them, but I feel like their existence might be threatened by this. How to crush England, though. My fleet would probably not save the day unless I had about 60 heavies. 60 heavies would cost a lot of money. How much money would 60 heavies cost, game? Could buy a lot of manufacturers for that money. Buy a lot of everything for that money. Oh well, let's not worry about it. Let's just go, oh, well, the Scots might be revolting, so maybe we should call canny for a little bit. I regret not having more missionaries. Another regret is not having much land to convert for ages and then suddenly having all of it. Ach well. We're claiming land off of Muscovy, we're integrating one of our subjects, we might as well make one of the other ones happier. Nietzsche could also stand to be happy, that way I can finally convert them. Do you even have stated coastline for sailors? Haha. Yes. Yes. No. 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 Do I still have the mission to make Savoy happy? Because I don't think I'm going to make that. Could have, but... It's not sailors that's the limitation though, it's the lack of naval force limit. So I would really like to get some more states available. So Techers behind on that one. Norwegians wish to run. Norwegians? Yeah, okay, I guess. They could conceivably rise up in Orkney right now. Highlander, Norwegian, Norwegian. Yeah. Yeah. Still gaining plenty of enemies here. Wish I was like the Great Horde, everybody loves them. Called it. I think we're now massacring the entire population of the Pharaohs. And now they're dead. How about our queen? Does she have a point? No, work harder. Earn your place. Isn't a tsardom worth loads of states alone? Yeah, but I'm not a tsardom. I am a lowly principality, and I will always remain that way. It's kind of a shame. Only get 3 for that. 5 base, 11 from tech. But we have our super hardcore core area here anyway, so it's no big deal. Yeah, we're making tons of money. That's just the stuff we ask for. So am I really beating up Muscovy next? That truce is almost gone and they have a whole lot more land that I do want. Tula and the rest. And I'm a ways away from getting cool things like nationalism. For them sweet Casus Belli that I want. Alright, so I guess I beat up Muscovy, I take what I can, but I want Perm back on the map. Keep them as a little pet to safeguard my eastern border. With a bit of luck, Muscovy will pick our fight with the Oirat, and then the Oirat just eats them. Or the Ottomans goes and eats them. That's fair trade. And finally, it doesn't take 5 years to get a favour with the Ottomans. That's nice. That truce is up in a year. I still want those guys over there to deal with any potential revolts. And there is still, I'm certain, revolts that are going to happen around here. Just happy to save some money. Like these Teutonic separatists, but we have this. Did I always have this? Oh yeah, the Lithuanians had it. Yeah, still have some territorial cores around there, but not to worry. Defender of the Faith for the extra missionary, Jake? I certainly could, couldn't I? I mean, couldn't I? Might be good. That extra tech cost is not very nice, but I could just tech right now. And then take it. I haven't done Defender of the Faith in so long. Probably because it costs loads of money, and you know what I'm like with spending money. Might even be worth my time getting a... Oh yeah, I fired my better conversion guy. Alright, who saw that coming? Kongsberg decided to revolt. I sent a lot of my cannons overseas, but that's okay. We shall rendezvous in the Memels. And crush them in the woods. Whoa, now there. Crush them together. We even get to flank them, which is rather nice. And with a 12 against -1 roll, that's the best you can possibly get, says my old and fading memory. Will you protect Wallachia? If they get attacked by the very friendly Ottomans, I'll be surprised. It's kind of nice being Defender of the Faith for a change. That extra morale will help. So who wants to rise up now? The Gaelic. Wow. Slandered the good name of our merchants, you bastard, Sweden. Okay, where are they most likely to rise up? Probably in Inverness. Potentially Aberdeenshire. Either way, I mean, how hard could they possibly get us? We're talking about some ill-disciplined Gaelics. We'll just keep everybody over in Inverness, they'll be fine. Now, when it comes to you, Muscovy, what kind of game am I looking to play? Hopefully one that nets me all this development, but still, I don't know what they have left. They're still amazingly my rival, and they still have 66k, which is quite a bit. I should probably get into position for that. The Polotsk wish to rise up soon, but why don't we just pay for our forts for a change? It's expensive, that's probably why. I might, once this land is consolidated, I should really think about destroying a lot of the forts I have here, because we don't need it. We need a frontier rather than a solid core of forts. This army should be enough to take on the Muscovites. They're still at Tech 18 as well, so as long as I have a few single units to take down these, we can just press our advantage here. Kazan is fortified, so is that other fort that they have. Yeah, we can bum rush the Muscovites, no big deal. Almost a shame that I got rid of all those good mercs of mine. Because yeah, we're actually kind of even Stevens with this. 40, 50, 66,000. It is not the amount I have, but it's the amount they have. Alternatively, I could actually build a model standing army, or appeal to the happy Russian man, who I think is capped here. Yeah, he is. Get myself 31 new Streltsy. Yes, please. It's pretty much an army right there. I sent a lot of my cannons abroad, but I still have 15,000 of them, nonetheless. How about we get you like 10 of them, and I get you like 4 of these guys, maybe 6, I'm generous. And then we have everything we need to go and crush these guys. Even force them it, potentially. You guys take care of that nonsense with a couple of detachments. We deal with the other two. You guys get on that border. Don't forget to take Muscovy's enclave in your land. Yeah, this will force Muscovy right out of my land. Shame about this province. Maybe I could just let the Sami rise up and then release the province. I forget, does giving into rebel demands hurt this? Accept rebel demands, -10. Ooh. Not a fan. Of course, if they revolted and got their core, then that's another thing entirely. Or I just leave it there. I don't really care about it. Jake, why not pick a mission? Because that would almost be too clever. Overextension will be reduced, so I may as well take that. Just culturally enrich them. It would be cheaper to do so, I grant you that. And it would be nicer on the borders, I also grant you that. So yeah, I guess we will culturally enrich the Sami people. It's only 13 years until manufactory time approaches. We should have plenty of manufactories not to have problems embracing it, but I want the best possible luck in getting it myself, and I've only built, I don't know, 10 of them? Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit there. Plenty of grain places that are just dying to give me all that money. Potentially, literally dying to give me all that money. You're worth decent money from production, but that's not good enough around here. I need to be able to trade in this stuff. I don't know much about you, Minsk, but I'll take those. Yeah, you'd think I, of all people, shouldn't be using the phrase happy Russian man powers. But he's just such a happy-looking Russian man, how can you not? Oh, the Polotsk really want to rise up now. I should at least consider their woes, because they're going to hurt my prosperity. But I could also not consider their woes, and not even feel too bad for it. We've got our army rolling. I'm ready to come knocking Muscovy. thanks for the suggestion to become Defender of the Faith. It was a great choice. Choice is great. God, no. Kill him to death, and then report back. What is even attrition? Look at this manpower we have. What's Sweden's strength? Could you defeat them plus allies for Bergen? Bergen? Why? Oh, Bergen. Right, I was thinking Bremen. I don't manage that. And great, now we've taken care of most of the disgusting Scots. Some will probably still want to rise up in Fife, but England would take care of them for me. So it's not a big deal for me to kill them. It's not really a deal at all for me to kill them. Scottish separatists. Pshaw, we say. Probably not even that many of them. Yeah, 26,000 is an amount. It's just not a huge amount. To the point where we could probably go home. I'm not about to be fighting England anytime soon, and I would love to kill the Swedes. I mean, let's face it, who wouldn't, but as long as Savoy won't get involved, it's a good opportunity for me. Also, the Teutonics need to die, and everybody who Brandenburg have cores on need to die. There's a lot of dying that needs to happen, and we're right smack bang in the right place to start doing it. I want to get that yearly absolutism, I want to get that admin efficiency. This actually doubles down with the absolutism stuff. And I do like harsher treatment as well. Speaking of, you know, harsher treatment would really help in... okay, do not accept demands, that's a bad thing to do. Where are they actually making some progress here? Seems like they're pretty bad at it. Yeah, I would get some lovely... Cost 50 is minimum, if I recall, yeah? So if you reduce that cost, you could handle rebels with harsh treatment to bring this up rather nicely. Harsh treatment for +1. But I'll do it the less costly way. Let's make our way over. Like I said, those Scottish are the English problem now. God, no. What a funny name. To me, it really does sound like saying, oh God, no. Right, the Danskjävel wish to rise up. Where do I even have... probably in Gotland. And if there's a lot of them, that could pose a problem. Okay, 10k of them, like we're scared of that. Gotland can hold out. I still remember how harsh treatment used to work. Kind of odd to see it completely reworked. Oh man. Whenever I think of harsh treatment, I remember my time as Navarra. I think I conquered some of this, and I said, there's no way we can afford these to revolt. Harsh treatment, 2% rebel chance. Rebels. I might be remembering it wrongly, but it's still how I remember it. Gain Patriarch Authority? Heavens yes. Pskov's getting angry? Who cares? Now, we could have these guys work on Kazan, or Kazan, whilst the others worm their way around. Because I want to chase him down like the dog he is. Jake, why do you keep up so many forts? Rebels, disinclined towards micromanagement, take your pick. There's plenty of reasons. Okay, are you still diplomatic, Ottomans? Ho ho ho, heavens, no. I don't think Wallachia is going to be spared at this rate. Well, maybe they'd be interested in cleaving through some Muscovite land. If I do all the work, I could give them this land and gain some favors. But on the flip side, I don't really need some favors with these guys right now. Oh, Silver Tongue, that's pretty good. I think it's time for you to step down now. You've already been ruling for Not 20 years, sadly. Alright, Muscovy, it's been fun, but you're still on Tech 18. I'm going to be taking, oh, I don't know, Tula. Switzerland and Anhalt will not save you. It would be really funny if they did, though. They will not save you. Hang on, Anhalt? Not a Brandenburgian core, sadly. Probably should be, but it isn't. Taking Tula, don't need any of my allies here. I mean, when have I ever needed them? I'm gonna hunt you down and kick your ass. Can get through this way, actually. Don't even need to go up and around. Probably still prudent to do so. Let's get that double siege on the go. But before I forget other things, invade, invade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no escape. Just want to keep a close eye on Kazan there. Alright, seems pretty safe. Come out wherever you are. Well, given his capital's right there, that's probably where he is. Oh, well, I take that back. What was he doing down there? He probably went around this way. Nonetheless, it's going to give me a hard time, so we are going to mosey our way back to Kazan. Most of you guys don't need to be here. We need you for attacking aggressively. Of course, it couldn't hurt to get a few occupations going while we're here. Now we should get that battle going before he hits that dreaded Tech 19. Like I said, if you have Tech 19 and your enemy does not, your enemy is going to eat a fat load of dying. Oh, okay, he just wants to go down that way anyway. Suits me fine. He does not have a lot of fort to chew through, though. In fact, this is a big weakness that I have. We're wide open there, but we are a lot more maneuverable than he is when it comes to that. Which means, if he is going to faff around there, it's all the more reason to bring Orenburg down. So get on that, please. Bring Kazan, Kawatsit down as well. No, he takes offense to that, and he's on his way back. What a shame for him. He probably knows that he can't really deal with a lot of us. Why can't you garrison your armies in a fort as a feature? Because they'd be indestructible. Alright, so what's that crazy man up to? If he's going to try and fight me in Orenburg, then he's in for a bad surprise. That was a laugh. They spawned with too few to siege the fort down, so they automatically disappeared. Alright, so what's he up to? I mean, it makes sense that he's trying to gun me down here. Also makes sense that he's trying to raise an army, but I should not be letting him do that. Yeah, not worth it. Let's give him a fighting chance, shall we? There we go, Frisia's down as well. Thanks for the units. I probably can't really transport them very well. And they are taking me over my limit, so I'm wondering why I even keep them around. But I do have mercs that I would quite like to